The Timber Tower Research Project was an SOM initiative. It's basically the conceptual design of a 42-story building that uses mass timber as the primary structure. Every material is better at something. The whole idea of using the right material for the job is all based around using less. In the case of wood, it's very lightweight and very strong in flexure and compression. Wood is actually very strong when you put the load and compression parallel to the grain. It's oftentimes on par with normal weight, normal strength concretes. So it makes a lot of sense to use a mass timber floor. But once you get to the end of that floor, you've got a lot of forces to transfer to the rest of the structure. And so what we've done is we've actually used reinforced concrete at that location. So we utilize the two materials where they're best suited. Durability of all materials is very important. It's reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the order. So the goal is to make the longest design life possible. So in terms of the long-term durability, it's very important from the sustainability perspective to not be completely tearing these buildings down and putting them back up. We want them designed so they can last a very long time, and you can absolutely achieve that with mass timber. The fire topic on timber buildings is always a contentious issue, but just so people understand how fire works in a timber building, once you become that massive, it does burn, but it burns controllably. We understand that once the char happens, it happens at a regular rate, and we can then design the structure to accommodate that loss in strength. How do you grade yourself on sustainability? It's a very wide topic, and I think the easiest one that people choose is carbon footprint. But sustainability is more about saying, how can we meet today's demands without compromising the needs of the future? The thing to kind of remember about the tall building is it sort of unlocks a more efficient design of a city. The number one thing that we spend CO2 on is energy. Beyond that, it goes into construction materials and transportation. So if you have a tall building, the thing that's great about it is it combats urban sprawl. But then beyond that, what you actually find with a tall building is you improve your volume to surface ratio. You make a more solid structure that is going to hold on to more heat. And they allow you to get very efficient in terms of your energy use. We understand that we're going to have a lot of population growth. We understand it's going to happen in cities. So it means you're probably going to have to build tall buildings. The problem is they take more structural materials. Enter mass timber. If you can use this material that has a low carbon footprint, then we can achieve all those good things without emitting a lot of carbon to build the tall building in the first place.